which is going to change your approach to helping people all over the world on the issue of their health. We all know that the world is on not only on their wellness, but on their wealth. Now, what do I mean by this? People are so unwell all over the world. And the reason is because everywhere is contaminated. The air we breathe, the water we drink, the food we eat. Number one for the air is the telephony and all this electromagnetic radiation. For the water we drink, the water pump is the main culprit. Fluoridation. They've contaminated the water and they have no life force energy inside anymore. For food too, most of the foods are all junk now. It's all chemicals that are put into materials for us to drink. And on the issue of preservation, people have gone wayward. Preserving at the expense of our tummy. No wonder there's so much disease, so much ailment, so much unwellness all over the place now. All over the place now. Now, and the solution has to do with a natural energy producing device called the biodisk. Now, the biodisk is an incredible device. This is an example. This is a biodisk with its protector. That's a new model now. That's a new model. It's a compressed glass. But then infused inside it is the natural energy called scalar energy. Now, scalar energy is a unique energy. Just like you have electrical energy, you have solar energy, we have the same scalar. Now, scalar energy is a mysterious energy that been kept away from the knowledge of mankind for a long time. Discovered about close to a century ago, by quite a number of scientists, but chief among them is Nikola Tesla, the same young crank who invented, who made commercial alternating current, the remote control, even the radio too. Now, cranks study from cranks. Another crank came up, Dr. Lyons. I will be permitted to use that word for me. Now, Dr. Lyons is a British surgeon who works with the British Army, still alive today. Now, while working for them, some things happened along the line. He found out that people he operated used to die of asthma. People he operates on when he does open heart transplant surgery. And he found that the asthma is caused by water that is chlorinated. When he breaks, the patients are recovering. So he triggers asthmatic attack and then they just die. So he was bothered about this. About the same time, his son too had blood cancer, leukemia. And he was really troubled. What is the solution to all of these challenges? Now, before then, he had been involved in some research along the line, which is to discover how water can be refined back to its original shape. In the process, he discovered a product. He ended up with a product called Vivifier, which is like the father to the biodisk. Now, he was selling the Vivifier to so many big, gigantic corporate companies like Microsoft, Burj Al Arab, and Dubai. But after some time, served to state governments, got the government of countries. But these things are expensive things, costing about $20,000 to $50,000. And then I was one in Malaysia, a young boy called Stan, told him, look, what you're doing is something that will benefit the whole world. Why can't you make a smaller version that will benefit the world? So together with Stan, they came up with this idea of the biodisk. The most phenomenal product ever made for mankind. Now, the biodisk, if somebody sees this with you, I'm sure you'll start thinking, getting religious about it. Now, it's just a tool. There are so many other materials that this has been fused in, that the scalar energy has been fused in. So the first thing is, what exactly is scalar energy? Now I read from an article in the internet. It's a lot, it's a 300-page document, but I'll just read page 1 for you, of what scientists have to say about scalar energy. I read. Now, it says scalar energy, a completely new world is possible. Now, the greatest scientific discovery in the history of the world has happened over the last few decades, but it has gone largely unnoticed because of the great secrecy with which it has been held by all those who know of it. It is the discovery of a completely new kind of electromagnetic wave which exists only in the vacuum of empty space. The empty space between the atoms of our bodies, as well as the empty space we see in the sky at night. He said all of empty space. Now he said these waves constitute a kind of ocean of infinite energy, and it has now been discovered that this abundant energy can be coaxed to pour into our three-dimensional world from their four-dimensional realm to do work, provide electricity, power, transport, and even heal the body of almost all disease. This is the new world of scalar electromagnetics, the zero-point energy, the energy of the absolute nothingness which existed before the world began. That's awesome. So if you're a Bible student or a little bit religious inclined, you want to find out, oh, this must be in your Bible. As a Bible student, I felt this should be in my Bible. I checked, in 2 seconds I found it there. Then this issue of which except before the world began. Okay, no, let's go ahead first. I will explain a few things for you. You know, they say the empty space within the atoms of our bodies. I'm going to explain that to you too. How our body forms scalar energy even before we're born too. Now let's go ahead. Now, to understand the incredible implication of this phenomenal discovery is to realize that a completely new world is possible for mankind. A future never before dreamt possible. It could be a world of abundance everywhere, of endless free energy, pollution-free, a world of cheap universal healthcare in which actual healing takes place instead of mere treatment, and for most ailments without the load of chemicals of the pharmaceutical industry. It could be a world in which a huge portion of this world massive suffering could be relieved. Everybody would like that. And to think that there's one small material that can make that happen. Now, these new waves of energy are called longitudinal electromagnetism. To distinguish them from transverse electromagnetism, that's the one we are all used to in our daily life. The one that power our cell phone, the one that we use in the pagers are not common anymore. The one we use on television, they use broadcast television, radio broadcast, microwave, and so on and so forth. I will have read on and on, but we begin to go into E is equal to MC squared. But the word is still electromagnetism, and the word scalar. Electromagnetism has done a lot of harm to our world, especially transverse. It has benefited us, giving us speed and comfort, but the only speed we don't want is the speed to the grave.